What's up, everybody? It's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics auxiliary hazardous material storage facility somewhere in the world. How's everybody doing this evening? What's up, Flash? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Silas? What's up, Sky, Mr. Axons? I saw you wrapped up the last for a while, the last Legend of Heroes for a while today. Well, I guess you're just going to do a video for the post-game stuff. But it was pretty exciting. I like that fight. I like how they mixed up the mechanics in the final battle there. It was very cool, I thought. And the music playing through it. Before they played like the opening theme, the music playing for it was really good. I was really enjoying that. Oh, it was nice. It's nice to be able to watch other streams again. It's been crazy. Oh, hey, I've got the crown thing now. Who will take the crown? Who will steal it from Flash? No one can take it from Flash. It's the across the board MVP there. But I appreciate you all equally. I feel like I have to add that before anyone's like, Flash is the favorite child. Sorry about starting late. I'm kind of mad at myself. Because I scheduled this early in the day, like everything will be fine, and then it wasn't fine. He pits us against each other, even me, even you, Mr. Dilly Tingle. What's up, Mr. Dilly Tingle? How you doing? If I had the means, I shouldn't say more. if I had Noctagon that I could put you all in, and I thought I could get away with it, I probably would. But I have neither of those things. Dilly's the favorite to have your hands. Dilly, Mr. Dilly Tingle loves my pointer. Loves the pointer hand. He gets a throw every time he sees it. Just here to watch Jum run out of charge and the pain that ensues. Oh. I'm probably gonna start over at this point. Because I feel like I burned through so many charges. I'm going to get to the point where I was last night, and I'm still going to get ruined by that. But yeah, it's not just the charge thing. Oh, get this on. Turn my phone on Do Not Disturb before I start getting banged with phone calls. There's other stuff there that is nagging at me, and I'm like, I need to go through and see this again. I need to see this again. It shouldn't take long. I hate to do it. If I just spam, do I get XP? Honestly, I have no idea how it works. Please don't spam though. Please don't do it. It'll flag some stuff. I don't really know. I assume. Well, you know what? I was gonna say. I would think YouTube would have something for that, but who knows? Some of the stuff like their auto moderation blocks and then other stuff it lets through is like, what are you guys drinking over there? yeah, so I scheduled the stream for my normal time, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then like it's about 20 minutes before, I'm looking around because I'm trying to keep an eye on somebody, and I'm waiting for like my relief to show up. And it's like, are they not gonna be here? What's going on? We're trying to get everything coordinated, and it's a little hectic. And it was cutting it real close, and it's like, I can't just leave. I'm gonna have to push this back. And really, it could have just done like a half hour, because like, it worked out. What console is that? That is the Sega Saturn. It's the Japanese version, is the one that I have. The American version, I don't know if they had like a gray color. I think the US version, it was just all black. It was all black, but I own the Japanese version, which has some fun consequences. So like the ODE that I use, like, pretty much means that like region is not an issue. Like I can play US games or Japanese games or whichever, and they go through fine. The only one I ever had any trouble with was Die Hard Arcade. Because Die Hard Arcade, even the US version of Die Hard Arcade will display Japanese subtitles if you play it in a Japanese region console. Even if I explicitly like told it like, no, it's US region, like it's a setting you can make, it still wouldn't do it. I had to find a weird patch for it. I gotta play that again sometime, because I found another patch for it that fixes some of the craziness with it. The Die Hard Arcade for the Sega Saturn has like 4 different resolutions it switches between, and it makes my scaler go crazy. And so a lot of times there's these cutscenes between the stages, and it like clips off seconds of it while it's trying to resync the signal. But I found a patch that should fix that. We'll just get a momentary black screen. Also, I think the scaler has a beta update that may handle that better too. That's the thing with like old consoles and scalers, is that like the older consoles, not much of an issue, but like some of the consoles in specific games will do weird resolution changes. Like Castlevania Symphony of the Night uses a different resolution for the menu when you go in to check your inventory or stats, whatever. And some scalers just like can't handle that, and you'll just like lose signal. You definitely don't want to like drop signal out while you're like leaving the menu and having to fight stuff. Secret of Mana and some other Squaresoft RPGs use a higher resolution on the Super Nintendo for the menu, so that gets crazy. After 2.5 years, finally done with Legend of Heroes. When are the remakes of the Trails in the Sky supposed to hit? I think you said you're waiting for all of them. You're gonna wait for all of those to get remade before going back to them. Now I'm like, I've casually watched it because I'm like, well, I want to watch this, but I don't want to spoil everything. But then I end up seeing the end of a lot of them where they have all these characters show up, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Like, there's a big reveal at the end of this one. I was like, oh yeah, that guy. I have no idea who that guy is. First remake is September. I have till September to play the originals at some point. Maybe I'll do that after I finish Star Ocean. I was gonna stay on like the Star Ocean stuff for a while, or Star Ocean and Tales of games for a little while, but I think I'm gonna mix it up some more. I would like to play that, something slightly newer that's still very old for the RPGs. I don't think I will be doing Star Ocean this week. I think tonight's stream may be until Sunday, is what it's looking like. Still trying to get all the schedules lined up. Still not on Trails of Cold and Steel 3. Got to go back and finish that. There's a lot going on in those games from what I see. And it's just like all of these series that I'm getting into now that I'm like, I've always been curious, but I never started it. Now's my chance. Not going to play until after Horizon, which is next year. Oh, yeah. I heard Cold Steel got like a lot of reviews. There's a lot of discussion about like where you should start with that. And of course, I'm like, I want to start at the first Legend of Heroes. Like, well, that's completely disconnected. And also only in Japanese. Although, there's an English translation out now. Well, let me power on the Saturn. Can disk load it up there. I'm a Legend Heroes fan. Yes, you are. I knew. I was like, I want to see what this guy says, but I know he's going to say yes. I know he's going to say yes. There's no way he's going to be like, no, skip that one. What's up, Silas? Yeah, I was just sitting here staring at the screen because I got done with everything I need to get done with. Now I was like sitting here. It was still 10 minutes till, and I'm like, I just want to get going. I want to get this started before another phone call comes in or something else happens. So everything should be set now. I need to get this thing to stop playing the opening movie. Hope you're well. I'm doing okay. I'm stressed. I'm stressed out still a little bit. Things are very hectic. That's why I had to push back the stream, but I'm mostly doing all right. I wanted to redo what I did last night because my mind was not really on it, and I felt bad, and also like kind of painting myself into a corner with the charges on it. I'm like, I can do this better. I can get it a little bit better. Plus there's some other stuff that I think I missed that you don't need to see, but I'm like, no, I want to see it now. I want to see it. So let's roll over to the game screen. The first thing that I want to do is actually take a look at the manual real quick. I didn't do this before, and I should have, because I try to make it big enough so y'all could potentially read the text, but I'm going to read to interact. But it there's just a moment where like I couldn't find up, and I think it was it Ryan? Was it you that was giving me pointers? I think it was you. My brain was like completely fried out yesterday, so I do apologize if I have it wrong. I appreciated the hints I was getting that were like vague hints. Yes, it was you. Okay, good. I'm just making sure I'm not losing my mind here. I appreciated the hints that were not like, hey, do this. They're like, they were very well worded. That's exactly the kind of pointers that I like to see, because I like a no spoiler hint page that's just recontextualizes things. Like, maybe you should try talking to this person. Like, oh, okay. So let's take a look at the manual real quick. I already know like the control issue that I had, and I appreciate you pointing that out, that I didn't realize I could look up, and that's why I couldn't get out of that hallway. It just hadn't come up before. So I found a scan of the manual, because I just have loose discs. I didn't have any of that. The U.S. Saturn games, like collecting U.S. Saturn games, is rough. They're very expensive now. Japanese ones not as much, but the U.S. ones are pretty expensive, and a lot of times I'll find like a good deal that's just like a loose disc, and it's like, this is fine. I can get another case for it. The U.S. Saturn cases mostly had like the weird tall cases, which is a weird thing from like early PlayStation and Saturn, when they had like the tall cases for the discs. That was to make them stand out more on the shelves. I definitely prefer like just give me a standard CD case, loose disc wrapped in plastic wrap. Yeah, this was just like four discs in paper sleeves. Didn't even have like a hard plastic case. That was very shapely. Yes, it does kind of look like that. If I can bring up the pointer here. I'm going to direct your eyes. These look like legs. So this is like a leg sweeping backwards, and this would be the leg stepping up. And this would be, a little plumber's crack showing here because their pants are low cut. So I definitely see that. It's not supposed to be a buttocks, but it definitely looks like that. Where did it go? Where am I? There we go. I tried to move this out of the way and it just vanished on me. My little one don't. So, enemy zero. The exploratory biocraft Aki makes its way homeward through lonely vastness, its crew sealed in the long night of cryogenic suspension. Like a great steel heart. See, they even say it in there. It's a heart. The spacecraft hangs floating in the black space. Shipboard systems register normal and everything is quiet. Darkness, cold, silence, and time. These are the elements of the void. In space, it is all there is. Uh-oh. Oh, Flash, you've been dethroned. There's a new king in town, and it's Ryan. It do look like a badonkabon. It sure does. I didn't see it immediately, but once you said that, I was like, yeah, that totally is. I don't think that's entirely on accident. It does make me wonder if the original concept was we're flying through space in a giant robot butt, like Spaceballs. The responsibilities there is, long live the king. The Aki's network system monitors low-level neural activity in the co-pilot's capsule. Dreams trouble Laura Lewis's sleep. Visions of war in the homeland strobe in scattered flashes across her frozen mind. The data is recorded. The sensors scan on. That's really creepy that the cryo station is like... the cryo station is reading your dreams. Don't read my dreams, man. I didn't sign on for that. Maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't really look at the paperwork too closely. That's a terrifying thought, that the company is recording your dreams. Or can you be written up? You had a dream that you punched your boss. That's a write-up. Two more examples and you're going to debtor's prison. It's reading the dreams, including the personal ones. Yeah, that all goes in your personnel file. That's why we couldn't read them. On the lower deck, a systems failure in the storage bay is followed by a sudden impact of explosive force. The main computer engages its emergency program sequence, rousing the crew from their deep hibernation. Laura awakens as the nitrogen solution dissolves into mist, but clouds of uncertainty remain in her mind. Her life functions are stable, but memories have been lost. Amnesiac and dazed, she starts up the network console, searching for clues to her identity and past. Oh, so we have amnesia. That's even better. Who am I in space? Why am I in space? I had a dream that you were the one placing the whoopee cushion before the big meeting. Sent to Space Australia. We're sending you. So that's how they all ended up on the butt crack ship. Is that they all had bad dreams the company didn't like, and like, we're sending you to the heart ship. Like, nobody calls it that. We all know it's the Badonkadonk. It's the Badonk 3000. The videophone directory connects her with Parker, the ship's engineer, but the shock that initiated the emergency program has damaged circuitry deep in the network core, cutting off the voice connection between rooms. Okay, well, it's making sense. I get why we couldn't hear people now. At first, Parker merely gestures in futility, but suddenly a violent tremor rocks his cabin and a wave of shock and fear crosses his face. Laura can only look on in silence as she watches him retreat from some off-screen presence that has invaded the room. In terror, he draws his energy gun and fires, but without effect. The last image she sees before the connection breaks off is an arterial spray of blood across the cabin wall. There is something aboard the Aki other than its crew. An unseen predator. An enemy. Laura now must find a way to stop it and to survive. The Peach Express. We've got that apple bottom spaceship. What's up, Outer Chaos? Welcome in. How you doing? How's it going? I love the instructions on this that have to like specify, like, put the disc in, plug in your controller, press the power button, make sure turn on the TV. Is very fun. All right, we figure out what the buttons are. Goes through the discs. It explains what the discs are and what they have. Search mode. I think the other thing here, because most of this is in that. Yeah, we get that, the energy gun, short range. You got to time it right. or these icons by your names with the numbers. It's a new thing that YouTube started where people get like rankings based on how often they are chatting, I presume. I don't know if you can see this, but if I click on the crown, it gives me a list of top fans and your current XP score. Don't like fighting for dominance. I don't know. I don't remember seeing the option, or I don't know if it's something I can turn on or off. I find it pretty unobtrusive for me, but it is weird because like it does a reward like, you know, talking more than anything, which is not bad, but I don't know if anything more will come of it besides like your own like satisfaction of having the most experience. I'm going to be Jum's biggest simp. That's some real dreams right there. Crown Chaos is the ageless. Chaos has been here since the very, very beginning. No, don't spam. Don't spam. YouTube will get angry. Presumably, I don't really know. I don't know how much of an issue that is before, but I remember years ago seeing people getting their account like automatically blocked by YouTube. Like auto banned from someone's chat for spamming emojis, but like it was like the membership emojis, and it was like GG or something like that. Like, you're getting blocked now. Oh, there's the Emoji Joe. Emoji Joe's the only one who gets blocked. We'll get some profiles here. We can read these. Due to a malfunction in her resuscitation from cryogenic sleep, Laura has lost a large part of her memory. Although she wakes up in her own cabin, her surroundings seem unfamiliar, like a stranger's room. Parker. One look at his room, strewn with empty beer cans and pinup posters, tells the story of Parker's bachelor existence. He has a big heart, but no instincts for housekeeping. That's a very nice emoji there. It's Spaceship Joe. Marcus. In overseeing the health of the Aki's crew, Dr. Marcus tends to the needs of the sick and injured, provides periodic checkups, and even occasional psychological counseling. He presents a solid, serious image, but some of his personal effects betray a hidden side to his character. I don't remember anything there. An icon for Parker was something. His face is he's got, what do you call that? He's got the bedroom eyes. He was really like, he was really trying to start something with the company photographer there, which is also probably why he got banished to the butt ship, the Badonk 3000 that we're all stuck on. Kimberly Hurd. Kimberly's job is to ensure smooth relations between the members of Aki's crew. She's always ready to provide a sympathetic ear, clinical consultation, or just to have an idle chat. Sleep paralysis demon. Well, the good news is he's totally dead. So unless he's a zombie, he can't hurt us anymore. Plus he lost his head in the encounter. So like, even if he does come back, we won't have to see the face. So George Takahashi. George is a workaholic and perfectionist who centers his existence around his computer. When he isn't taking a cryogenic nap, or he just napping in the cryo chamber, that seems like a waste of company resources. He can usually be found staring into the monitor. He makes it a policy never to answer his video phone when he's working on a project, which hasn't won him any popularity contests with the rest of the crew. Oh, those wacky crew members. David Bernard. David's duties as sub-captain keep most of his time occupied, but when he has a free moment, he likes to get back to his cabin to catch up on his reading. Nothing helps take the edge off a long workday like a good book. Also, he will be Freddy Krueger. I'll see you in my dreams. Captain Ronnie. Although Captain Ronnie holds ultimate authority over all shipboard activities, it's rare that he issues a direct order. He tries not to be away from his cabin during emergency situations, as it is his command center. I also found it interesting in the credits, like, none of the Japanese developers are listed at all. I mean, there's some in the, like, the special thanks, but, like, y'all worked on this, but you didn't make this game. Where's the real credits? I was also looking at this when I saw this in the manual here. What's up, Dickett? Welcome in. D2 Dreamcast. I have it, but that's not. We're still on Enemy Zero. I will be playing D2 in October for Halloween when I go through all of the horror games in October across the entire month. I plan to play D2. Luscious Jackson. Yeah, it's crazy seeing that. Like, man, I haven't heard that name in a long time. So the Sega Saturn had it was a continuation from, I think the system was on the Genesis too. It had a dial-up modem service, and you can play these. So they actually, like, the Dream Pi can be used, which is a way to hook up the dial-up modem on the Dreamcast to like a Raspberry Pi, and then you can connect to the internet through that. You can play those games online. You can actually do this with the Netlink device for the Sega Saturn, and you could play Saturn Bomberman or Virtual On with other people over the internet on the Sega Saturn today in 2025, which is pretty crazy. Anytime it's Halloween time. I mean, I play horror games, all year round, but some of the stuff I keep on the side for October, because it's weird if I don't play, like, I'm just gonna play Mario games all October for Halloween. All right, so let's take a look at the training. I just kind of skipped through this the last time, so maybe this will help me not get eaten by aliens again. All right, there's a forward ping. Where are you, alien? Come to me. Oh, I didn't hold it long enough. I'm already failing. This is a good thing I came through this. Better excuse for streaming this late. Sick family. The same that some reason I had been streaming. I just had to wait for someone else to relieve me from my medical duties. Okay. It's weird because I got so used to hearing the listening for like the roar is like a time, but that didn't really help me for the later ones either. Okay. Did anybody play the game Faceball? I think it was a Game Boy game. I never played it, but I remember being very interested based on the ads for it. But I never actually played it. All I remember is bright yellow smiley face ball. Oh! Thought I had enough time. Man, I'm doing worse than I did like the first time through this. So Perhenmo, did you figure out like what you need to do to continue in your randomizer? Perhenmo is doing a Ocarina of Time randomizer. I was only able to tune in like towards the end. Uh-oh. Oh, I couldn't go backwards. I don't let me take one step backwards. Okay. Wow, I'm really Got the Megaton hammer, literally open doors in the fire temple. Oh! 30 minutes after stream. Don't you hate that? I hate that when I get stuck on something, especially if I spend a bunch of time, like, trying to work it out, and then I end stream, and then, like, right after ending stream, it's like, oh, wait, I know what to do now. But it's too late. All my repeated failures here tell me is that I definitely needed to come do this training. Okay. Although it's gonna get rough when I get a different one. What's up, Judd? Welcome in. How you doing? 3 enemies are present. Enemies are invisible. The map is not displayed. Oh boy. Playing the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time crossover randomizers. Oh my gosh, that sounds insane. I can't tell where they are. Like, in front, they're probably around the corner. There's too many of them. Need to get them to separate. If it's just one, maybe I can sort it out. The two tones over each other are driving me crazy. Oh, where are you? Oh my gosh. I can't tell. Never played Majora's Mask. Refuse to play games with time limits. I can understand that. They can be fun. All right, we got one. Well, that was terrifying. Majora's Mask, my favorite. Since the first Zelda game I beat by myself. My brothers never did. Ooh. Slowly being driven insane with the pings. When there's multiple pings, I'm like, where do I go? Oh, I don't know. See, D has a time limit. The game that came before this, and I really enjoyed that. I've never run out of time in the times I've played it. I think it's a fairly generous time limit, but I always thought it was very funny. Are you coming for me? Okay. Okay, they're around the corner there. Okay. All right. Try to start game. Oh boy. All right, I think I got a better handle on it. However, that doesn't help me nearly as much with like the later gun that has a very much quicker charging time. But I think like the earlier ones I can handle. It's just once I get in the vent, it's kind of ooh, things get a little wacky there. Bring down my little hasty map. All right. We already watched the opening through all of that. Okay, let me get the next disc in there. I don't know who else designs a gun that needs to be charged after a single shot. Yeah. What is Warp Staff? I'm saving that for after we beat the game, but Warp is the developer that made the game. So there's a little, like a video there that you can meet some of the staff for it. I'm saving that for a treat for the end. Disc 1. Go. Yeah, I always find that odd when, like, it's one thing if a game gives you a weapon that's like an improvised weapon, right? Or it's something you built yourself that needs to charge. It's another thing entirely if they're like, here's the weapon you use to defend yourself. All right, we're starting over. I apologize if this makes anyone go crazy, but I don't trust that I can finish it from where I'm at. And there's a couple of things. There's at least one thing that I want to see for myself before moving on. There's savings. Start the game from the beginning. Press start. Save data will be deleted. Yes, I'm doing it. Because there's at least like one thing I wanted to see that might explain some of the odd puzzles or odd choices that I thought were going on there. But I don't need to spend any time reading the database. I already know where stuff is. So. All right. Can you get over there? Go over here. Do it. Get a little butterfly scene there. I'm surprised when that was like just the hologram. The first thing I thought when I saw that was the end of Deep Fear, where the scientists were trying to save turns into a glowing butterfly monster, and then we have to shoot it. Although she pulls through in the end of that by preventing the infected space chimp from escaping. Even though, like, most of the trouble happened because she prevented the infected space chimp from being dealt with. Does this game have subtitles? It does not. Not that I know of. There's not a lot of dialogue in it, but it is English, because this did get a US release. Japanese also, so unfortunately no subtitles though. But there's not a ton in the way. Most of the game is fairly silent. We'll see when we get to the video phone here. I think this is all we need in here. We can make up our own subtitles. I used to put captioning on the videos, but it messed with the chat latency. So I stopped using it. I never heard any complaints for it, but I don't know how good they were. I never actually saw them myself. I swear that droning tone is like the same thing from that. I have a solid. You gotta chop some wood up for some subtitles. How quickly can you carve the wood? All right, so we already know like nobody will pick up except for Ronnie. We can look at Parker. That's how weak is the wood. We're gonna need a whole mess of balsa out there. Parker's dead. Network error. Okay. He's not calling. Ronnie's got something to say.
Laura, have you attempted going to the locker room?
I haven't.
You should open the door.
Okay.
Go check it out.
Great. All right, that's all the information we get right now. I'll take a quick glance at the map, but I'm pretty sure I remember all of it. And I have a screenshot of the map too. Yep, so we've got storeroom, Marcus's room we can't get into yet. The elevator won't have power. The locker room and the stair room to the basement. The power room, the stair room, power room. We need the power room to turn on the elevator, I believe. And then there's a gate going to the cargo hold where Parker's room is in. We need to use the lock function to get out of that. Okay. Lock. I don't think we shouldn't be able to do anything here from what I remember. Okay. All right, we're good. Let's get out of this. I like that the exit symbol looks like a person running away, which is what we're going to be doing. And now we leave this place. Right. I don't believe there's anything else we can look at here. There we go. This door. Unless there isn't anything else in here, right? Yeah, that just goes to that. I'm wasting my time. I just have like naturally in these kind of games, it's like desperate for any scrap of anything. And it's so easy to miss stuff. On we go.
Attention. Attention. This ship's emergency mode has now been activated.
We are in emergency mode. So as far as I know, there's nothing to this but the console. At least thus far. But we can unlock stuff from here. Which I'm also worried, like, am I unlocking things I shouldn't be unlocking? I just unlocked everything when I came here before. Dun, dun, dun. not going to call Ronnie again. Can I access Marcus from here? Is it still just another network error? Network error 27. Okay. Just checking. Let's get to the info for the locks. We'll unlock stuff. So I don't have to come back up here like I did last time. Is it? No, those are the different floors. What floor? Am I on the first floor? I assume I'm on the first floor. We're going down to the basement. I don't know what any of those other doors are. Maybe I just didn't encounter them before. I don't know. I only remember the one locker downstairs that we couldn't access. All right, and we're moving. There's nothing to see here, nothing to pick up, nothing to interact with so far, even though it seems like there's stuff in here. But no interaction was available, so also not going to bother saving. So the first time I saved, it was like, okay, so it uses 4 charges to save. Well, that's kind of rough. And then the first time I loaded, like, oh, it uses 2 charges to load. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. So I try and go as far as I can without doing any of that. I'm not going to bother trying Marcus, but I do want to look at the elevator. Just to confirm there's no power. And there's nothing here. Yet. Get in there. Get in there. I also just like when you go into a place where stuff doesn't work and just watch her slap her puppet hands on the buttons and then look all confused or concerned. Or just plain dejected. I like the one room where she kicks the door. Like most of the time she's just like, huh, weird. Okay. To the locker room. I looked at, as I often do when I'm playing games like this, when playing any kind of like adventure game or game I kind of get stuck on, I'll look up like a walkthrough for sections I've already been through to see like, well, this didn't make sense. Like what did I not get through this? And I found like a nice, like spoiler-free walkthrough, which listed some stuff that I was like, huh, I didn't see that. But it was like the, was it that Call of Cthulhu Shadow of the Comet? I had the guidebook for it. The strategy guide is just a bunch of questions that seek to prod you onto a solution without just telling you, which I really liked. Welcome back. And we're out of here. No, I'm like really curious what I don't think D2 is the same style of game. Oh, I wonder if it is. Because I didn't think this was this much like D before I played it. So maybe I'll be surprised by that one as well. Running. I like when a game has running with no like stamina mechanics. Like, oh, you're out of breath. Like Phasmophobia, where like everybody has emphysema, they can barely move. They sent like the most out of shape people into those houses that were available to ensure they couldn't escape the ghosts. Was there a D3? There was not. There is D4, but I think that's completely unrelated. I think D2 is the last game they produced out of that. Let me look up. D2, 1999. He did some other games. He did one other game in 2009, but they never continued the series, if you want to call it that, past D2. And then Kenji Ino, who's the man behind Warp and all this stuff, passed away in 2013. D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, which is unrelated. What's up, Crooked Gamer? How's it going? Sweary. Okay, yeah, I thought this was Sweary. It had that Sweary look. D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, an episodic graphic adventure video game developed by Access Games, published by Microsoft Studios for the Xbox One. It's unrelated to D or D2. When the first time I saw it, I was like, did they skip D3? And it's completely unrelated. Initial release contains a prologue and 2 episodes that make up season 1 of the series. PC version released in 2015. In 2016, Sweary announced that he had left Access Games. There would be no more episodes of D4. So once again, you know, the 2010s is 2014. They wanted to make an episodic game, and like just a couple episodes came out. It's completely unfinished, and like, yeah, we're just not doing it anymore. I still want to get it. I still want to play that, even though I know it's going to be a very unsatisfying ending. Because it's from the man behind Deadly Premonition. Is there a fan end out there? I haven't seen it. It seemed like it didn't gain much traction. Because I think like Deadly Premonition is like Birdemic, right? It's like it's so bad it's good. Like it's really weird and quirky, but what people like about it is that it's not like a lot of the weird faults to it. I don't think people felt the same about Deadly Premonition 2, and I don't think people felt the same about D4. Deadly Premonition? Yes. It's in the coffee. It's such a weird game. But I've booted up. I haven't played it, but when I was working on my Xbox 360, I booted that game up like a dozen times. So I've seen like the opening movie over and over again. I'm like, I'm so curious what's going on in this. Deadly Premonition 2 was not great. I mean, that's what I expected. Honestly, it really just felt like, is that game a detective game? Yes. It's heavily inspired by like Twin Peaks, and so it is like you are a detective. That is I think that's the power room. Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of great things about the second one, but I'll still give it a shot. Okay. So initially we came in here and there's a puzzle there to be solved. And I was curious where the solution is, because it's weird that this type of game would just have a puzzle you had to randomly guess on. And I don't think that's the case. I think there is a solution. So I'm going to go to Parker's place first and make that call. I have the power. I wish I had the power. Just gonna wait for it to go away. Okay, it's moving away. Just don't run. Doing good so far. So far, so good. Go away. Go away. Okay, it's leaving. It's terrifying. Keep going. I'm going, have you saved it? I have not. I'm trying to hold off on it. So this may all fall apart. All right, we made it. Walks around and saving in the tool room once you charge the gun. That is not a bad spot to save. I could probably get through the rest of it before then. I don't know if I want to save before then. Most of the stuff I think I can get through okay. Even like once we get through the elevator, because the one outside the elevator isn't like that hard to kill. All right, so she won't go over there. Let's go rifle through his things. Don't mind me. So she won't look at his dead body, but she'll pick up the other guy's severed fingers. The smell of beer drew the monsters in. They were thirsty. Kimberly 0326. She's holding that awful close to her face. Was she smelling that paper? Mildly suspicious. I keep trying to like trick her into looking at the body. Come on, Laura, just look at it. It's fine. Just look at it. Oh, fine. Don't look at the body. Smelling it for beer scents. could have been. All right, this one's got to have solitaire installed on it. Can you imagine, like, getting up, like you're having coffee at the table there, and you get up and just bang your head on this thing? I think you would not get up again. I think you'd be completely wrecked if you stood up underneath this and banged your head on it. I think your skull would cave in. All right. Network error. Ryan, what you got for me?
Laura, sensors are detecting a life force on level 1. It's not human. It's something else.
Oh?
Proceed with caution and go investigate.
Okay. I can do that. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe I was wrong. Well, let's get out of here. I think that's it. It's just the paper in there. Weird. Okay, I'm still not satisfied. I'll be back. Okay. Holding my breath here. Go away. Go away. I'm leaving. Do. Goodbye. Whew. It's kind of stressful. I'm gonna do this. Full clench all the way. Please don't die in here. All right, let's look at this. Okay. Come back. I may die. just try and go back in there. It's the only idea I had. Because there's not one in the locker room. There's the one up there. Can I call her from one of the other ones? If I go back up now. Be there. Well, we'll just go back up. Maybe? I'm trying to make the game give me a clue. And the only thing I could think of was, I'll go back to Parker's. Was if I could call, no, I'll go upstairs and safer. We'll see. That Kimberly has it. And the reasoning is, like, we go in there and we get the number, and then we call her and we get nothing for it. And it's like, well, what's a Blue's Clue? Yes. Because I know, like, the answer to turn the power on, but I want the game to tell me, because I'm in disbelief that it just wants it randomly. Because, like, nothing else is, like, navigating the maze, navigating, like, the complex and stuff is, even that's not really random. Like, there's a set pattern to all that stuff. But I've never encountered a puzzle that didn't have, like, oh, here's a solution, right? And so I'm convinced that there's something to getting that number out of there. And I think maybe I needed to look at the buttons, or maybe I need to go do something else. It's going to keep up. It kept me up last night. Just tossing and turning in bed, like, how am I supposed to know? What am I supposed to do about it? There must be an answer. Okay, and I already know. This is one of those things, like, how would you know you're supposed to do this when you'd be, like, trained by this point, like, just run away from it? How would you know to, like, just walk through that door? Because I didn't want to do it last night. And you know what? I'll say that makes this game, like, the horror in this game very effective, because it's very quiet and you hear that noise and, like, I don't want to go there. I want to do that. Look at that beast never runs like that. Yeah. They only run when they're motivated by what I don't know, but obviously, Laura's sweet cakes isn't enough to motivate them. They're not that hungry for whatever she's got. I don't know what they're eating. Brains. Her brains she's got the motivated by cutscenes. That must be it. Let's make some more calls here. Just in case. They're camera shy. Well, they are invisible, but they may not know they're invisible if you think about it. No? Okay. Network error.
Laura, the electronic lock on the door of Marcus's quarters is off. Did something happen? Proceed directly to Marcus's quarters and be careful.
Okay.
What?
What? Oh, we got him killed again. No collect calls. I can't see you. If I see you, I'll have a dream, and then I will get more demerits. I'm trying to avoid looking at anything so that my dreams are only about my job. Thank you very much. I need to dream about paperwork. I need to dream about filing my taxes. Maybe if we get the gun. This is a collect call from Monster on Ship. We accept the charges. This is just a monster knocking on the door. Pizza delivery. There's no pizza delivery in space. UPS. UPS. Space monster. Now what is this? Bump, 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 bump. Something broke these doors. Amazon delivery. We have your order of space gun. Oh, I need that. And that's how they get you. Well, he's been eaten. It also looks like burnt. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's get our tasty snack. All they gotta do is say portable gun charger and they've got us. Yeah. I have a map for the vents. Ooh, that's just what I need. Like a minute ago, she didn't even want to look at a body. Now she's like picking up pieces. eBay delivery. We have the Japanese language strategy guide for the game you're currently trapped in. We have an art book filled with nothing but shots of digital actress Laura. I need to add that to my collection. Space. You forgot to charge it. You forgot to charge your wall. Real rookie mistake there. Get them fingies. I love the sound it makes. Long pork sausages. She just needs a little bit of salt to cure that stuff so it'll last a little longer on the road trip. Also the fact that she we don't get rid of them after we get this. She keeps the fingers. Are we gonna need those fingers again? Makes me hungry. It makes me hungry. I don't know if I was trapped on a spaceship and thought I was going to get eaten by monsters and I found some severed human fingers on the ground. I'd eat them. You know? If you're pretty sure you're on the way out anyway, you might as well go out with a bang. No one would judge you. If you escape and get rescued, no one's going to be like, we have to arrest you for eating that dead man's fingers. They'd all be like, you got to do what you got to do to survive. Oh, look at that. Look at that body. Let me just scooch on by here. If you found human fingers and no one was around, you eat them just to eat them. Maybe. I'll never admit that in a court of law. Dude lost his head thinking, he's one of my people. This math problem is too hard. What do you think they use short-range energy weapons in space? The only thing you can think of is to prevent punctures. Maybe, but if it's an energy weapon, like, would it Like when it just like leaves some like scorch marks on the wall. Like I feel like these energy weapons, like I feel like a taser wouldn't put much of a dent in the side of a spaceship. I just think I wonder what they were designed for. No, nothing. Okay. Yeah, he's certainly dead. Yeah, I don't know. Why do we need her number? There's got to be a reason for it. And that's the only thing my brain keeps coming back to. And part of it is that when I looked at that spoiler-free walkthrough, they said, call one of the other, maybe one of the other crew members has the code. She's the only other person that could get on the line. But there's got to be like somewhere where it tells me what the combination is. You know, at the very least, like how many buttons? Because otherwise, like it's 5 buttons. All the possible combinations. Like, I just can't believe they really want you to just guess. There's got to be something else to it. There's just gotta be. Put the fingers in the charger. Boom, boom. I can't get in these other ones, I don't believe. Yeah, we can't even look at them. I don't know, unless I missed something in someone's cabin or something. Or I'm just completely barking up the wrong tree and like, you are just supposed to guess that. This guy's a point. I'm just, you know what? I'm not the only one. Plenty of people would sample human fingers if they found them lying around. Pretty sure they want you to guess it. I just can't believe it. I just refuse to believe it. I'm about to... It's not even here because the power's not on. I'm about to look it up. I want someone's fingers down his throat. Not like that. Not like that, Sky. Live in denial. I'll still just go back and jam the buttons, but it's just it's like too many combinations. It's too many potential combinations of buttons to just like randomly happen upon it. Is it 30? I don't know if it's 32. It's five buttons. I don't know. Is that the math? 32 seems off on that. Or is it 6 buttons? It is 6 buttons. 2 by 5. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6 buttons. 5 buttons. 5 buttons to the 5th power, which is 32 combination. Something that the door looks like Star Trek doors. They do. They do. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look something up here. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at this thing I looked at before. Me showing up in chat. If he is throwing Guillemot out the airlock into space. Why? Why? All right, this is spoiler-free hints. Sequence for the basement generator is available from one of the other survivors. And I know the other one is just like tells you what it is, but like it also just tells you how to walk through areas. Or some of them are just like you'll find your way around. I'm going to go on YouTube. I need this answered. I need this answered. Okay. I'm watching this. They're in the basement. I need to know. So okay. All right. It looks like they just guessed. Assuming that door looks like Star Trek. It does look like Star Trek. There are like the turbo lift doors. Okay, should unlock the doors. So this person just like punched it in. I'm gonna follow to where they get Parker's place. They get the number. Look at the number. Okay. Japanese fly to Japan, hunt down the game different task. Well, fortunately, the guy's passed away, so I'm gonna need to have some sort of seance to pull this off. Yeah, that's just everything I did. Send the Ouija board. Send me the board. Okay. If nothing else, I'm going to get the solution. Okay, it's the first one and the last two. Yeah, I just why does the one guide say like where am I going here? Looking at. Yeah, one of the survivors has it. Why do we need the number? There's just it doesn't ultimately matter. It doesn't ultimately matter. It's just kind of driving me crazy thinking about it. just need to know. All right, let's get in there. Get in there. Vroom, vroom. Get through there. Go on. Boom, boom. It's a Hantu. It's just me. The doors look like Star. They do. They do look like Star Trek doors. You keep saying that. I am agreeing. I don't know if you're waiting for somebody else in the chat to agree, but I agree with you. I agree that they are like the turbo lift style Star Trek doors. They hire someone to sit on the other side, push the button, or like manually pull the doors apart. All right. Yeah, there's not a thing to call on here. Okay. I'm looking at a video series on YouTube real quick. This person is insane. This is walkthrough, but it's split into like 8-minute videos. Oh my gosh. This person got the number. No. I will find it. I will find it. It's complete gameplay. This person do it too. I'm sorry. I need to find this. I need to know before I push these buttons. Is there another way? Why is someone saying, "Oh, you can just do this"? Okay, and he calls Kimberly. Doesn't get anything, goes in the elevator. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. It'll drive me crazy in my own time. Great. Cool. It's less like that the game has this button that like, well, you could just guess your way through it. I think I would have just accepted that like completely and moved on if there wasn't like the spoiler-free guide where the guy says, I shouldn't say the guide, the person, the writer is like, ask one of the other survivors. Like, well, there's only one other person. It's that combined with like the fact that we get Kimberly's code and then it does absolutely nothing. Why do we need it? Why did we even go in there? We gained nothing else. It's just very weird. All right, so now we can go through the elevator. We'll have to shoot the creature to get through it. Come on. While we're young. Well, I'm not. While everyone else is young. It's too late for me. I believe you. I'll make it through this. Or I'll die trying. I'll just use the same tactic I used last time and I should be fine. Well, it's too late for me to be young. Don't worry, I plan on dying before you. Not if I can help it. Unless I'm physically there and there's no witnesses and, you know, I'm hungry. Then there may be other options on the table. But otherwise, you better outlast me. You can't possibly go before me. All right. Now we just have to run. So coming up for the vents to the left, we have the tool room, and to the right we have, I don't know if that's George's area or what. But to the right is where the gun can be found. I don't think we need to go to the tool room first. We go to the data room. The data room. We'll go to that room first. Provided I can navigate to it without dying. Dun 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 dun.
Laura, can you hear me? It's Kimberly. I'm watching you through the surveillance camera. The ceiling duct should be open. Climb through it and get out of there.
Get up there. Get up there. There we go. She didn't want to go. Get up there. Do it. All right, we're pretty much where we were before. Okay, so I follow the path to the right.
Laura, right now you are in between the 4th and 5th level. I'm on the 5th level. You can get here through the emergency hatch. Watch out, the hatch is located on the other side of the tower.
Okay. So I follow the right wall. Should take me to the data room. That's just the conveyor, correct? Yep. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Data room found. Leaving my fingers to Jum in my will. Oh, see, that's the ultimate simp right there. Will me your flesh. I will use it to power my infernal engines. This man computers so hard he needs 2 computers. Get in there. Check it out. Push the buttons. You know this is the future because the mouse is wireless, but the monitor is still a CRT. And this guy is got these big silicon graphics workstations. This is actually where they created the CG for this game. Was right here on those computers. They locked a man in space and said, create models for this game. But it's got 64 bits in it. I bet it's got SpaghettiOs in it. Maybe I'm just hungry. This universe where the bit wars went on. We've got 78 bits. We had to get a little weird with it. George of jungle. Friend to you and me. Like how she holds that up like she's going to take a little nibble out of it. Like she's daintily eating a Pringle. A single Pringle. Watch out for that gun! Watch out for the limited charge on this gun here. All right, this is where I'm going to lose all of my voice recorder power. This is where I'm going to die 100 times. Yeah, don't go out that door. It's fine. Zane, how he eats Pringles. How does Zane eat Pringles? Zane just like... You can take like a huge stack of them. Because that's... I admit, like, when I eat Pringles, like, I'll eat one and be like, that was pretty good. And then I'll eat like 2 at a time and be like, I demand more. And then I'm just like... Did not know the joke. I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that about Zane and the Pringles. Now I'm afraid to ask. I can eat a lot of Pringles. I don't need all that. I don't need all that salt. And we'll just roll on back. Zane tried the scores late in career that like a can of Pringles. Oh my god. You definitely don't want that. Okay, that is where it came from. So now I can just follow this to the tool room. Classic maze following. You just kind of pick a wall and follow that wall. It works as long as there's not a Minotaur in it. Minotaur kind of changes the dynamic of things. So this is the left side. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. There we go. With all those mazes that ran by the Goblin King. Oh yeah, because he keeps moving stuff around. He's got his people in there flipping bricks and stuff. That's true. So I guess the two rules so far are it works as long as the maze doesn't contain a Minotaur that you might run into, and as long as it's not run by David Bowie flipping bricks. Then you're probably fine. You know, I guess if it has that many conditions on it, it's probably not going to work that well. Jareth. I prefer to think it was Mr. David Bowie. Did they make a sequel to that? Or like a remake or something? Flipping bricks and turning tricks. That's what you do. That's what you do when you need a Minotaur in the maze. You gotta get that cheddar somehow. Your name? Dottie. Dottie? It's me, George. Okay. That's all it needs. That is some security right there. Not like scan your ID or whatever. They couldn't get the biometric scanner on the gun, so they're just like they're completely on the honor system here. Oh, it's elite hacker. When did I become number 3? I don't like your games, YouTube. What's your experience level? What's your XP here? You're at 150 XP. You're tied with Sky Axons. You're up against a 225 XP. Those are the top fans. Don't save. I need to save. I need to save. Live on the edge. I don't want to have to redo all of that again. No one will XP harder than me. He's got the XP booster. I was wondering, like, did I use that wrong? Are you going to pull the recorder out? 64 bits. 32 bits. 16 bits. Have you seen that? There's like the rant about a watch game with the angry video game nerd. He's like 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bits, 1 bit, half bit. He just keeps yelling, and then someone took it and like bit crunched every lower number. Every time I see that, like, it cracks me up. By the time it gets to watch game, it's like it sounds like someone circuit bending a speak and spell. The wrist game, yeah. Core to save? Yes, I will save. Okay. Save to this. Yes. Overwrite it. Yes. Done. All right. Let's think of the left right song. 16 I'm fucking goddamn bits. Oh, I have to look that up now. I don't remember that. I vaguely remember that, but not enough. I can't get the tune in my head. We got that low battery now. Bum. Okay, I'm about to go do this thing. Commence the jiggling. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this one. All right. We just got to get through this. The charging on this is much faster. I'm going to do this right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got like 5 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go recharge it. I just need to try it. Can you just play Sega? Oh, I think it's starting to come back to me. I have to look that song up while I charge my gun again. I just want to test it out, but I know it has limited charges, but I wanted to test it. And I got about like 5 seconds there. Just this song real quick. I love this. I'm just gonna post this right here. This is right now. Pigs in space. Pigs in space. All right, I need to stop that. We'll listen to that more later. Forgot. I love it. Starts out with the Altered Beast reference, which is the best of references. Rise from Your Grave to me is a real evergreen video game reference. I don't know if the younger generations will agree. People my age will get it. Not that younger people wouldn't get it. I just think they wouldn't think of it as like as good of a reference. Okay, what is the best way forward? I guess if I can find my way back, or I'll just find a random point. If I could find my way back to the entry point. Or I'll just stumble into it. That's the data room, I believe. Just gonna go. I'm pretty positive this is the data room. And I just went back to the other side. Some of the song got bonked in chat, but not all of it. Yeah, I was trying to keep up with it. I was like, this is fine. I'll let this get through. I don't know, because of Ed's World, because I'm playing the game. Oh. I played that game a lot. I really enjoyed that game. I don't think it's like a great game, but it's very memorable. But it's one of like the earlier like home console games I remember that had like voice lines in it. Rise from your grave. But also just like Rise from Your Grave is what a great way to start the game. All right. So we're on the right side, according to my hasty recollections and flimsy primitive map. think this will maybe take me where I want to go. Or maybe I'm just going back to where we started from. The conveyor there. I have no sense of where I am right now. The fact that I'm not getting beeps tells me I'm probably going the wrong way. Boom, 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 boom. I heard that. Oh, we got him! What is this? Emergency. Is this it? This isn't it, is it? Some kind of emergency opening thing here. Ooh! Well, we got the invisible alien here. What is going on? Well, we'll just keep going this way. I mean, is that where I meant to be? I don't shoot this thing, do I? Do I shoot this thing? I don't quite get the walkthrough solution for that. Where is there another? There's gotta be another way in this. I don't know that that's where I meant to go, but it seems like it. Don't have a charge. We can run over this. I'm just going back there, aren't I? Is there a button somewhere? It's on the emergency. Hello? Moshi Moshi. All right, let's walk around a little bit. Is there some kind of switch or something I can interact with? Should be able to remember my way back there. Hint? Yeah, if you got something, I'll take it. Because the next thing I'm thinking, unless I'm missing something up or down, is that I need to go back and charge my gun and shoot it, but I don't know if that's the case. It could be. Use force. Oh. Well, the gun is about the only force that I've got. Besides trying to run into it, but it doesn't do me any good because it just turns me to the side immediately. All right, let's go try and navigate back to, I guess, maybe the data center. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. I just happen to not have a charge anymore. Just gotta hope I can find my way back. Boom, 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 boom. I hope I don't run into anything else on the way. I didn't want to go down that conveyor. Realizing too late. Oh no. No, this is the data room. No, this is the tool room. Okay. Well, I'm completely turned around. All right. It's fine. I'll find it. I'll find it. We'll find it. Yeah, shooting it's not like, I mean, that's what I was going to try anyway. I just didn't have the charge. But then I'm like, I gotta go back there and die to charge this gun and then find out like, oh no, that wasn't it. But there really wasn't anything else to interact with. You know what's funny is that if we have to use the gun to open this, then that is the perfect explanation design-wise for why this gun has a much more limited charge than the other one. Because it's exactly the sort of thing you would do if like, oh, suddenly you have two uses for the gun. It's part of a puzzle. We better make it limited. I don't know exactly what the purpose of that design-wise is, but I see that a lot. Ding, 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 ding. It should fade away. It should be fine. I do believe I've lost my way. All right, that's where we came in. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Don't follow that. Keep going along this way. Oh! He caught us from behind. I thought we were fine. I knew it was going to happen at least once. Trying to find my way back. Making my way downtown. Walking not so fast. My charges. Oh, my battery. My battery is running so low. Okay. All right, I'm gonna load that. I'm gonna take a quick moment here. Oh, I'm gonna take a quick moment. I'm gonna come right back. I'm still bothered by the by the buttons. There's got to be a solution to that, but I need to take a very quick step away from the screen here for a minute. I'll be back very shortly. Oh, I'll get through it. I think I can remember how to get into the place now. So we are on we're going to come back in the tool room on the left side. We'll go through. Okay. All right. I'll be right back and we will get through this or die trying. Stay tuned. What, you don't like these clips of digital actress Laura? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with my loop? You know, I looped the audio too. I'm gonna go back to that real quick. I looped the audio too, but I muted it. I put a little like too much effort into making sure that the audio perfectly looped as well when I clip this, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to play the music while people are waiting. It'll make them crazy. But like, the track is really good, and I like had to very carefully trim the video so that it looped perfectly. So at least I didn't leave you with that. I remember what it was now, and I went and looked, and I can't do it because we're reloading, but the game does tell you the solution to that puzzle. It's just way more work. Basically, after you get the gun and you charge it, you can go back into the basement and zap the monsters, and you can go back to Parker's room and then call Kimberly, and she holds up a piece of paper. I just very quickly looked at the video. She holds up a piece of paper with the solution on it. So the game does offer a way to, like, it does provide the solution.
Voice record number 015,
but
Laura Lewis.
I would never go back there. I guess maybe I would have reached a desperation point where I would have like gone back to Parker's, like thinking I missed something, but
I will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
I don't know why. It's weird how it provides, but it does provide a solution in game, so I'm satisfied. I mean, I can find a clip and I can show you later. Because even in that video that I watched, as I'm scanning through it, that person just guessed the combination and then later on got that video call message. It's like they didn't even really need it. But at least it satisfies that it scratched that itch in my brain that I'm like, this game has to provide some kind of solution for this. Okay, I'm in the tool room. Look at my crappy drawing. So go left. Go right. Do you want to go left? I botched it. Botched it. I'm out of here. Panicked. And I'm lost. I'm like, oh. I wasn't thinking straight at all. My drawing is terrible. Second and third place are a black box in screen chat. Yeah, it doesn't display that. Well, it's the it is really weird that it's only the second and third place. I'll have to look at that to see what the CSS code on that is doing. I've been meaning to look at that for a while to try and change the font up. Try and stylize it some more. But I haven't done so. All right, so go out. take a right at the moving floor. Take a left, then a left. Take a left, then a right, then a left. Okay. See if I can zap this creature again. I got it once. Left. And right. Then a left. Left. And around here. Oh, too close. Too close. Oh. All right, I should have just stayed in my spot. I wasn't sure if it was going to advance on me or not. All right, I know how to get back there now. I think. I just got to kill this thing. But then I got to kill this thing and then go back? Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, I still have more energy than I did last night so far because I didn't die a bunch of times to the one by the elevator. So at least there's that. That's why we don't save. If I didn't save, I'd have to do everything all over again.
Voice record number 015, Laura Lewis. I encountered formless organisms which attacked Parker and Marcus in the elevator en route to Kimberly's present location.
It's fine.
I escaped from the elevator and
it's
took
not
refuge
fine. It's
inside
mostly
the duct
fine.
system. I will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
We're still ahead of where we were last night. Because we were like in the 40s, I think, last night. So it's still going to be okay. Possibly. For tower system, 16 charges per tower. That's how you want to pace. You know what? Do whatever I need to do. Oh my gosh. It wasn't right there the last time. I thought it was... Oh, I completely misread that. I was like, oh, it's behind me. I'll just run forward. Maybe that works out better if I can get it to come towards me. Now I'm just not thinking. Now I'm just like, it'll be the same as last time. It's all going downhill now. I would prefer to keep it under 16 charges in any area. All right, this is rushing through it is not the answer. It is really tricky. You know, like the radar, it is really tricky because sometimes it seems like the radar is going off when it's on the other side of a wall, but still in front of me.
Voice record number 015, Laura Lewis. I encountered
How many other
formless
games
organisms which attacked Parker and
can
Marcus
you
in the
think
elevator
of that
en route to
have a
Kimberly's
limit
prison
on the
location.
amount of
I
load,
escaped
like
from the elevator and took refuge inside the
save
duct
loads
system.
you can
I
do?
will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
Because I can think of plenty of games that like limit your saves by, Resident Evil, classic example. Your saves are limited by ink ribbons, even though you get tons of them. But they don't limit how many times you can reload it. It's maybe the first game that I can recall that has it. I mean, it is very much like a limited continues thing, but like it's weird to have that combined with saving. Like, oh, you can save, but you can only load it so many times. At least loading it costs less than saving it, but I still think it's too expensive. Yeah, it's like on the other side of that wall there. Quest haven't once you loaded the save file, deleted the save, and you had to find another church to get another save. I don't think so. Not the original one, not that I recall. That's the yep. I'm gonna go left. And then this. Oh! Damn it. Damn it. It's so hard to time that. I can't start when it yells like the last one because it charges too quickly. Oh, it's so hard to judge. I don't know how I got it the first time. The African version only for George's Mask got the Japanese one, at least original. George's Mask had something similar with the bird statue that deleted after you loaded it. Oh. Interesting. Even that I'd rate it like a little bit different, but like similar in the limit on that. I have to kill this one up here, but like yeah, there's no like way to route around it. I just have to get the timing
Voice
down.
Record number 015, Laura Lewis. I encountered one of the formless organisms which attacked Parker and Marcus in the elevator en route to Kimberly's present location. I escaped from the elevator and took refuge inside the duct system. I will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
She sounds so disinterested in her own survival. The consummate professional. Is she like a Vulcan? It sounds like a Vulcan. Someone give her the script and be like, just think like Spock. All right. Wait for this beeping. It's moving away. I believe. Looking at my drawing. It's getting further. Oh, where is it? It's in front of me. It's behind me. Where is it? It's right around the corner. It's very close. Oh, I thought it was a dead man. I just have to go back. This beeping is a cool concept, also annoying. It would, especially when there's more than one of them. It sounds like a ringtone I would have had in my teens. Dead man beeping indeed. Okay, and where is it? It's over there. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Just keep it not in front of me. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my god. Well, I have to kill both of them to get out of here. I might. Now, the question here is, do I save again? Do I save again now that one of them is dead? Or do I risk it? That last one seemed like it was just like standing there, invisibly waiting. It was so close. But it was taking its sweet time coming to me. Risk it for the biscuit. That's my thought. I could get 2 retries for the price of 1 save. Risk it. We're all on the risk it page here. Let's see what it sounds like when I get out here. Take a left, a right, a left, and then, you know, it's kind of going around like a square thing. Okay. It's on the other side of this wall. The other side of this wall is the conveyor belt. That is the hallway going back. So if I move this way, it could, if it hears us, it could come across that. All right, here's this square section. Okay. Like right around the corner here is like a long straight hallway. Okay, it's in the other hallway there. That's the conveyor. Go up this. This just loops around. Oh, I was just hitting the run button. It must have saw me and like come back around. All right, just have to try and make my final stand right there, I guess. Backyard Baseball 01 comes to Steam this July 8th. 29 original 31 MLB Pros. Ooh, also mobile? I wonder how they play on mobile. Oh, this is tense. There's like a little it's like a little like donut loop section before you get to the exit, and I was thinking I could loop around it, but it was too close. I'm just burning through all these saves.
5, Laura Lewis. I encountered one of the formless organisms which attacked Parker and
I have
Marcus
to
in the
get further
elevator
tonight.
to Kimberly's present
I have to at
location.
least get past
I
this
escaped
section.
from the elevator and took refuge inside the duct system. I will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
I think we're still doing better than last night. I don't remember where we're at, but I'm pretty sure we were in the 40s last time. This always sounds like text-to-speech. It does. It's not a very, like... It's a very dispassionate recording. Okay. The other side of this wall is a long stretch of hallway. It's making its rounds. Is the angel looking off the band? Let's just check since I go to VA. I don't have enough data to really quantify that. Either she's not a very good VA, she had very poor direction. And to me, I feel like if you get like really bad voice acting, it can be because the person's terrible, but ultimately they can smell me, but they can't see me. That would be like the conveyor or the... It would have to be the conveyor. Anyway, for this one to try and... Hopefully this one goes away. Okay. But like ultimately, like if you're directing this stuff or producing it, like you have a choice. You can be like, hey, like go back to the lab on that one. Like, why don't we try that again? Like a little bit more emotion. Pretend like you're fighting for your life. And if you're like, yeah, good enough. Yeah, good enough. Because that was how I felt about like a lot of the voice lines that I heard from the voice actress that did what's her face in the Resident Evil 4 remake. And you were complaining about that. And like I've heard that person's voice lines, like they're not bad. I think it was just like it sounded like a remote work thing. Ada Wong, yeah. It sounded like a bad setup, like remote work, poor direction. That was the impression I got from hearing it. So I thought it was kind of unfair how criticized the voice actress was over it, when it was like a lot of that comes from the direction too. It is in front. Move to the side. Is it coming for me? I don't think it is. It's on the other side here. Until it's higher pitched, I'm not worried. like it knows I'm here. Oh, it changed direction. I didn't notice it. God damn it. I'm distracting my own brains here. Mansion Monsters playing Peekaboo around the corner. It's so, oh, I just can't get a grip on it and smell the tater tots in my pocket. My tots! It's my tots. You can't have my tots. So it can detect me around the corner, or maybe it just hears me, but it seemed like it was just staying in its spot on the other side of that wall. I didn't notice it around the corner until it was too late. I always reflexively like hit backwards. I'm like, I'll go back. When you hit back, she takes like one step back and stops.
Voice record number 015, Laura Lewis. I encountered one of the formless organisms which attacked Parker and Marcus in the elevator en route to Kimberly's present location. I escaped from the elevator and took refuge inside the duct system. I will proceed towards the floor where Kimberly is located.
If I go like a longer, I think if I go, because there's a longer route I can take, but I don't think that's going to help me. This is probably, I'm getting close to, if I haven't already hit the level of charge I was at before. That's unfortunate. I prefer if I could get one killed closer by to this, but that doesn't ultimately help me because it seems like there's always going to be one hanging around the side there. It's on the conveyor belt. Okay. Carefully now. Carefully now. Around the corner, around the square. Easy does it. Oh, God. Oh, that timing is, ooh. I'm always either too soon or too late. Last time I was too soon every time. This time I'm too late every time. How did I even get in there? I've gotten there. I've gotten to the door. I got to the door. I killed something. I've killed it twice. I've gotten to the door. Now I can't even reliably get up there. It's killing me. It's killing me. I gotta get around the corner there. Because there's not like another way. I have to go down this hallway to get in there. There's not another way through.
Laura Lewis. I encountered one of the formless organisms which attacked Parker and Marcus in the elevator en route to Kimberly's present location. I escaped from the elevator and took refuge inside the duct system. I will proceed towards
Are they
the floor
both?
where
I'm
Kimberly
trying
is
to figure out if they're both on the by the door hovering around there, or if one of them is gonna wander in closer this way. So like right where I'm at, like on the other side of the opening here is the corner of the hallway before it like loops back up to, let's say, north. So if I have this, that's north. So on the other side of this is where a long hallway that goes east to west turns north, which is where I've died the past 2 times. So it's right up there, but it's on the other side of this wall. Somewhere in that hallway. But I have to make this like lengthy walk to get up there. There are 2 of them. Come a little closer. Come on. All right. This will go back. So we got 1. Phew. That'll at least make it a little bit better. Make it a little easier. Oh. Oh. This just makes it like way worse having to come back and charge this. Because if I kill the other one, I'll have to do it again. Now, if I do kill the other one, then it shouldn't be a problem to come back and charge it again to break that door down. Unless I just need to kill them. If killing them gets the door open, maybe. Otherwise, I hope there's not more than 2. I hope there's not 3. I hope they don't just come back. That was another thought that occurred to me, and I don't know if the game would do it or not, that like once you go back to recharge it, they come back. It's like the trick is you've got to get past both of them and shoot the door. It's like, oh, I can't do it. No beeps. Yet. Let's see where he's at. Okay, so he's down there. That's the other side of where it was beeping. That was like the halfway point to the door. Around this corner. This is a long straightaway. It's very vague. I don't think it's right here, but it's coming. It's just hanging out. It's on the other side of that wall. It's on the other side of this wall. Or it's in this hallway. I can't tell. It's like right there. It's right around this corner. It's not moving. I thought it was close enough, possibly, with all that beeping. It didn't seem to be aware of my presence. I was like, maybe I can get a shot off. I was afraid I was just gonna walk into it. I was worried that I was just gonna walk into the damn thing. And it just didn't seem to care. Okay. It's like hanging out. It's basically just camping at the door at this point. But it doesn't seem like it's moving, and it doesn't seem like it knows or cares that I'm there. But it may not be, it may be around the corner on that door there. Like right by the door. Maybe it's sleeping. It could be. We'll see where it's at when I get back out there. Oh, it's tense. It's tense. The pressure's on. I've got one of them. I've got one of them. All right, where's it going to be now? Oh, he says it's at the elevator waiting. Yeah. Which is funny because I somehow made it past the other one, like one that's moving, and got to the one by the elevator. Well, I'll risk it. Take a shortcut here. Keep going. Okay. I'll just see if I can creep up on it. Okay. All right. All right, they should both be dead now. That one is just hanging out there. And I'm able to just get right up on it. He was just hanging around. Well, I got him before and then got killed by the second one. I don't know how I got past the one that's roaming these halls before in order to get up to that guy. But I got him at least once before. It gave me a false sense of confidence that I could time it right. Ooh. He's just over there picking his giant invisible alien space nose and then staring at its finger that it can't see and trying to decide if it got the booger out or not because it can't see it. That's my theory. At least, as far as I know, these hallways are now clear. We're free of the alien menace in this particular specific area. Visibility is always funny like that. I like when you have invisibility that's not like an invisibility cloak. Like like the Invisible Man. So you have like animals that are like invisible and it's like, oh well, it's not quite that they're invisible. They have like a natural camouflage that's very effective. But when you have stuff that's like all of your tissue biologically is invisible, and then it's like, but if they eat food, you can see the food. And I'm like, shouldn't you be seeing like a bunch of like gut bacteria then? If that's the case? Like it's funny when they try to like put that out there, but then like they ignore all the other stuff. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in your body all the time that's not organically you. If I put clothes on, would the clothes be invisible too? Someone touch my hand, would they go invisible too? Yeah, like what are the rules? What's the mechanics of it? It's much better when it's like it's a suit. It's some kind of suit or device that does it. Because then that's just easy, you know. I like on Sci-Fi Channel, there was this show, The Invisible Man, where he could secrete this stuff he'd been implanted with that would make him invisible. And he could smear it on other stuff too. All right. Let's see here. Hey, it worked. Only had to go back and charge the gun 3 times. Boop, 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 boop. I was just gonna make a beep booping noise and it did it for me. And I still had to get it out of my system. No, you fool, that's the torpedo tube. Into space. Photon torpedo tube. They're gonna blast me off to the Spock planet. You know, something's happening because we have actual music now. Very classy music. Oh, never mind, it's over. Musical interlude is done.
Laura. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. So, your memory isn't too clear either, is it? I bet it's because we were forced out of hypersleep. Girl, I was expecting to wake up and see the clear blue sky of Earth.
Yep.
Hey, you saw it too, right? Well, I guess you really wouldn't say saw. Maybe feel is more like it. I'm telling you, something is moving around this ship.
You don't
Something is
say.
happening. I wonder what's gonna happen to us.
You're gonna die.
Anyway, our first priority is to establish communication with the other 5 crew members.
They're already dead. Some of them are. Look, one of the times just added some cargo. They do it all the time. It's fine. There's just, you know, you got the tubes there, whatever. Where's your stuff? Hey, let's make some calls. Let's make some crank calls. All right, who's going to answer now? Well, I'm pretty sure Ronnie's dead. I always check this to see if it says, like, no one in the room. Okay. Might as well call George. We know he won't answer. Come on, George. Pick up the phone. Son of a bitch. David? What's your excuse, David? I'm reading a book. Oh, it's him.
Laura. You're not harmed. Thank goodness. Guess you're tough enough to manage without me after all. I got hit pretty hard from that earlier jolt. The summer tower is relatively safe for now.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like I'll be too mobile with these injuries. Could you
no.
maybe arrange it so you'll be able to head over this way?
Nah.
Good thing he's all right, isn't it, Laura? You know, girl, he really is a pretty dependable man. You could rely on him, you know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. Why are you hovering over my shoulder? That was a private phone call on your very public speakerphone in your room. Oh, hey.
Ronnie.
Oh, well, okay. Look,
It's so awful.
we don't know that he's dead. Right? We don't know that he's dead. Let's be real. No privacy in the megacorp ships. Yeah, you're right. They'll just pull it out of my brain the next time I sleep anyway. Information, please. Look at me. I'm the captain now. You can't be the captain. You don't even know who you are. All right, never mind. That's just the same. Okay. Not you, but Laura. It's the future. They can reattach his head. I'm sure that's probably what they were working on when everything went wrong and they turned into horrible monsters. We were this close to figuring out how to reattach severed heads, but instead, we made invisible monsters that sole desire is to tear heads off. We knew we were barking up the wrong tree, but we figured, let's see how far we can make it go. Now it's time to check everyone's secret psyche eval. Photo 06. There's a nice photo there. Well, it looks like Kimberly and Cap and Round are pretty close. There's Laura getting pretty chummy with David. Like the Martians and Mars attacks. We're just gonna have someone's head on a chihuahua now. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. Well, that was, one photograph. I think God saves up in heaven because he too is afraid of what he made on earth. Isn't that from a Spy Kids movie? That's like Steve Buscemi and Spy Kids. One of the Spy Kids sequels. So he makes like he was making like a miniature dinosaur theme park, but they accidentally made his miniature monsters gigantic. Spy Kids 2. Okay, we're not going to get any more information out of this. Are we? I don't want to look at the database there. All right, let's rifle through Kimberly's things while she stands there. We'll think we're doing it discreetly, but then she'll just like appear behind us and be like, yes, yes, that is my medication that I take. Yes, that is my space shotgun. Oh, do you like that necklace? No, go ahead. It's already in your pocket anyway. Can I just go back to sleep? You can just like wake me up when the monsters are done. All right, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's a boombox over there. Can I get that boombox? Skateboard? Let me grab the skateboard. Wake me up before you go. I used to I used to break into my friend's computer when he would bring it over to our other friend's apartment for LAN parties and change the startup sound to that song. Because he didn't like it. It was very good. Of course, they put a boombox in the room. The game's just perpetuating stereotypes. Yeah. Stereotype of women listening to music. It's probably nothing but smooth jazz. I don't think she's got anything for me to steal. Like I'm trying to rob her, but game just won't let me. Quick, let's just sneak up behind her. Do I just go? I probably don't want to just go. Oh, never mind. I can just go. Oh, no, I can't just go. Damn it. She's having a gun charger for me. Where's your guns? Where do you keep all your firearms? What do you mean you're not armed? I mean, his computer is playing and can't when he log back in. Oh, yeah. first half got bonked. I got the gist, I think. Okay. I can't seem to interact with her. Can I just go out the other door? I don't want to make any more phone calls. There's a camera. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that meant. Bruce Kimberly, welcome to hell. Oh no. Why can't I leave this place? Kimberly, why can't I quit you? She's just sitting there in the chair like she's already dead. Just let me get back in the tube. My tube's broken. Can I take your tube? It looks like there's something there. No, wait. All right. Just use the gun. It's fine. Kimberly, check this out. No, I don't want to use this. I'm not going to use this right now. Not yet. Put it away. Put it away. Come on. Come on. Okay. It's fine. I can't. What the hell am I supposed to do? I can't interact with anything. Start to go out. Okay, there's a little panel there. Okay. Here's a card. No. This? No. Fingers. Shoot it. No. Okay. Hint. Yes. What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to call somebody else? I can't find like a spot to interact with anything here. Besides, you know, there's the computer, which I guess should be all I need to know. Go back to the computer. All right. I think I checked the lock already. I was unable to do anything in that. Okay, that's not that. I looked at the personnel file. Can make another video call. I'd like to phone a friend. He's dead. Marcus is dead. Yep. Man, he really he really just got mom spaghetti all over his table there. Parker.
Parker! Oh, please, Parker! Ah! You know, I just had this dream.
Why did it zoom in on him?
As soon as we reached Earth. Oh my god.
Who's running that camera?
Can't be true. I must still be dreaming.
Every time I see that loading wheel, it's extreme buffering.
And now this. Laura, you knew about me and Parker, right? Why? How can this be? There's no way you'll ever understand. Your lover, David, is still alive.
Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll see you later. You just have fun. There's invisible monsters out there, but I guess your boyfriend's dead, so, you know, I'll see you later. I should have known. The answer was to show Kimberly her dead boyfriend. It was so obvious. Why didn't I try it sooner? Get back on the phone. Who can I call now? Okay. If I call Parker back, am I gonna see Kimberly like trying to sew the body back together?
Hey.
David.
Oh, so you do remember me?
No.
I thought you were going to be so cold as to pretend to have forgotten about me again. You know that even back on Earth, you hardly ever called me.
Huh.
If it hadn't been for this situation, there probably wouldn't have been any hope of you and I getting together. Maybe for us. This was a fortunate accident. Laura, as long as you reach out for me, I want to be there to support you. I really want to see you. I'm waiting.
Well, I'm glad Kimberly wasn't here to see that. Oh, Kimberly. Hello. I wasn't talking to my boyfriend.
Hey, Laura, why don't we go to the summer tower? Look, I'm sorry about losing it earlier, but there's no point in being emotional at a time like this.
I don't think Laura possesses emotions.
I'm sure Parker would be upset if I gave up now.
Look at her face. She feels nothing.
If we go to the summer tower and hook up with David and George, we might be able to pull something off. But, Laura, in order to get there, there's something you must do for me.
Oh, no. Insert disc 2. Oh, this is going to be an adventure. I'm going to find out real quick here if this works or not. if I'm going to have issues. What do we have to do for Kimberly? What could she possibly want from us? Okay. All right. I think it'll be fine. So I reloaded it. It was still on disk 1, and it immediately came up with a message and said, no, you have to put disk 2 in. So that's good. So that's one thing that comes up with this ODE, the Fenrir ODE for the Sega Saturn, is that there's no function to load multiple discs or change discs. So what happens is when you're in a multi-disc game, in order to change the disc, you basically have to reset the Saturn to get the ODE menu back up and just pick the next disc. So there are some games, like PlayStation has a lot of this. There are some games that when they tell you to pick the next disc, you have to put the next disc in. You can't just like turn the system off and come back to it. Particularly games that have like external memory cards. The Dreamcast, Alone in the Dark, the New Nightmare did that. And I had some trouble with the ODE, but I managed to get it work. But it did that. On the Sega Saturn and the 3DO, both have internal save capabilities. And so we're on disc 2. All right. So when you reach the end of a disc, all but like one game will automatically create a save for that. So that even though I can't just push a button and swap to the next disc, it still knows. It still has like a save stored internally that tells it where the disc is, which is good because it shouldn't cost me anything to save. So here we go, right into it.
Summer tower from the emergency bridge.
Not even a menu.
Nuclear reactor there, so we can't go shooting off the wrong weapons. Laura, when it comes to taking on the enemy in combat, I know what to do. Tell me, do you know what the most crucial thing is?
Timing.
It's to stare your enemy in the eyes and never, ever look away. Just like taking care of a baby.
But they're invisible.
That's right. This time, our enemy is nothing but a spoiled little brat.
She's gonna die.
Up ahead, it's crawling with those creatures. The enemy. You stay here, okay? The door up ahead at the end of the corridor won't open unless the password is entered into this computer. The password is written in the front of the door, so I'll go up there and take a look. When I get there, I'll transmit the password. Stay here and open the door. Don't worry, it's fine. This is personal. Yeah. I want to finish them off with my own bare hands. Let's do it.
Why do we only get voice lines from Lara during the voice recorder? Why doesn't she talk in the game? I don't think Laura's working with a full deck. I'm pretty sure Kimberly's just gonna die in there. Everything looks clear. Oh wait, they're invisible. Ah!
You know, my husband Parker kept this little blue canary in his room on Earth. Imagine.
Wait, that was her husband?
Cuddling a canary. Pretty funny, huh?
Wait a minute.
Whenever he woke up in the morning, the first thing he always did was stand in front of the bird cage by the window and feed his bird. With those massive hulking hands of his, he would gently give it food. When we got this mission, he was so upset over being separated from his bird. He broke down and cried. You would never think he was like that, huh? We ended up taking the bird outdoors and letting him go, but Parker had regrets. He said that maybe we had let go of our little blue bird of happiness. Hey, let's drop it. I shouldn't go on like this. Parker wouldn't.
Right?
So it's you. You killed him, didn't you? Where are you?
Oh no. Oh, I was laughing too soon. Now we're gonna be in it. God damn it. He just died. The lady was like, let me tell you how I'm gonna take him out. You gotta stare him in the eye. They're invisible, lady. I'm gonna go wreck him with my bare hands. No, they'll kill you, lady. No, I would like to leave now. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, she talked big. She talked quite a game. It turns out she couldn't do jack. But what? I need to get somewhere where I'm not going to die so we can discuss this Parker situation. Because I'm very bothered by this. If they were married, why do they have separate quarters? Why do they make a point to say he's living the bachelor life? Why has he got his own place down in the basement where he's just like drinking beers and looking at pinups? Like we all knew Kimberly was gonna die. But she didn't kill like a single enemy. She didn't accomplish a single damn thing before dying. She knew they were invisible, right? She knew they were invisible, and she's still like standing in a room surrounded by invisible enemies screaming, "Where are you?" Here I am just walking around in circles here. There's got to be a door somewhere. I can't shoot anything. I'd rather not die here. How old are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Oh boy. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that. Can you show us a sign? Hide and seek. Am I just doomed to die here? What am I doing here? Where am I going? What is this? What is this? Yeah, what's Did they forget? Did they forget that they wrote all of that? Like about him being a bachelor? I'm confused. Was it a secret that they were married on Earth? If so, how did they pull that off? Well, I tried finding her, but she's dead. So can I leave now? Damn it. Let me out! Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, then Pickle shows up. Why? Why? Oh, he's just cruising around somewhere. Got another maze situation here. Damn it. What's the point of all this? There's got to be a body somewhere. Maybe. I hope there is. I'm starving. Keep turning. Keep turning. It all just looks the same. Why haven't I found... There we go. Boy, what a mess. Well, guess I'll go inside. What's the worst that could happen? Oh no, some blood. Hey, but there's a gun. Hey, no body, no death. You're right, let's leave. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. The body is invisible. Should just trip. Just trip over the body on the way through. Now I'm armed. I'd rather not have to find out how this gun works right away. I mean, I could probably go back there and kill that thing, but why? Why bother? Kimberly's dead, and no matter how many space aliens I murdered, she's not coming back. And, oh, well, okay. I'm not going back either. Did you find her? Well, I found some blood and a gun. But that's it. I didn't really find Kimberly. I'm sure she's fine. Like, possibly. Well. Where's your finger going? Going somewhere. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, no thanks. No, it's fine. I don't need to. I don't have the bloodlust. 9 floors. All right. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Jum doesn't have that got him. I'm not really, I don't need to kill all of these creatures. I just have to escape. They can go do their own thing. It's cool. It's fine. I'll live with it. I just don't have any sympathy when someone's like, you stay here, as though I haven't killed aliens to get here. It's like, you don't know anything about killing these aliens. I know how to kill aliens. You got to stare the invisible alien right in the eye, and then she just promptly gets murdered by an invisible alien. It's just funny to me. It's like that hunter in Jurassic Park who's like, I know how the dinosaurs work, and then he just gets killed. He doesn't accomplish anything but death. It's like Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea, where he's giving them a motivating speech about how they're going to get through it, and then a shark just jumps out of the water and eats him. It's that same feeling. Oh, we're going to save here. Boop. Boop-doop-doop. Well, we're down to 42. I still say we're better than we were before. We're better off than we were last night. I am frustrated that I couldn't find in the game where that clue was given. But it does exist. It does exist. So I'm gonna wrap this game up for tonight. However, before I go, I'm gonna make this happen. Let me find the video real quick. Okay, this is the section. This is it. Me. Let's go to the chatting screen. Oh, you know what? I probably should have. There we go. We get some music there. I'm gonna. Oh, what's the best way for me to do this? Browser? Window capture? Probably window capture. Okay. Whoop. Okay. I don't know if audio will come through on this, but like, no, you're not getting audio. You don't need it. This is what I was talking about. So if you go back in the basement after you get the gun charged and then call her then, see, she holds up the solution to that. So the game does provide it. It was there. You just have to risk your life fighting some aliens down there. And I guess to me, the only reason you would ever go back, that unless this is AI generated. No, it's not. Here, I'll post this video here. This is the whole playthrough. I think it is the whole playthrough. It's 3 hours. Puts me to shame. But it's far more likely that you would just keep guessing than you would go through that, I believe. I think that's something we can all agree on. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would anyone go back through there? Oh boy. Well, I'm enjoying the game. I feel better about it than I did yesterday. I can at least say that much, even though I died a lot. I still feel better than yesterday. I'm enjoying your suffering. I appreciate that. I aim to please. Suffering is among my top skills. Speaking of which, no, I shouldn't say that. Not speaking of not suffering. And we're done with enemy zero for right now. Let's wrap up the night with some Bomberman. I'll be back. There it is. There it is. There's the Bomberman. Suffering, playing retro games, making employees disappear. I didn't make them disappear. They just they just went on their own. I can't control that. I can't be held liable for every employee I have who mysteriously vanishes. That's not fair to me. All right. Gotcha. We got those remote control bombs now, baby. How much time we got? We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Gotcha. You fool! We got all of them, all right. Now, it's just a matter of finding the door and any power-ups we can. Ooh! I got skates, baby! Oh my god, I'm totally going so fast. Oh no. Okay. It's fine. We'll take the money and run. there could have been something else. I don't think so. So far, I've only found like one per stage. It's fine. It all works out. It all works out in the end. Oh my gosh. I muted it so you didn't have to hear it, but when I remember doing this for like Bowerman or anything, or not Bowerman, Bubble Bobble, when I saved the state on this, like you can hear it writing to the SD card loudly, like I'm totally going so fast. Oh, hey, who are you kids? What are you doing on my lawn? Do you know our dad? Oh, that was one of my favorite ones. And not just because it featured a guy with a beard and red hair. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. Oh, those Fencer film clips are so hilarious. That right there, that's an evergreen reference. Anybody who's seen that'll last forever. You could bring those up all the time. Helmet's coming through the jaw. Yeah. I didn't think about it when I made the helmet. I made like the actual Bomberman helmet, like a head, and just cut the face out and shoved mine in there. And when I put it together, I'm like, okay, this fits it fine. It's fine. My beard sticks out, and that looks kind of neat. It wasn't until like the first or second stream I was using it that I was like, oh, I should have taken that lower portion out because now it's just in my mouth. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Stop all the downloading. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up for me tonight. Let me find anyone I can recommend to. Oh, see you later. Oh, looks like they're wrapping up. The Cecily and Kaz were playing Stardew Valley. This is relevant to my interests. Is Madamus is doing a hand cam stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans here. Appreciate you dropping by for the later stream. I will be back. Right now, it looks like I'll be back on Sunday. So we'll just call it that and save some headache. We got a lot going on still. But I should be back Sunday to begin East Books 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx CD. I'm pretty excited about that. We'll be picking up the Sunday grind again, and we'll see what next week looks like. But for now, if you want to pop over and check out Matimus of the Back Library, he's talking about NES cards, which I am always interested in. It looks like he's got Punch Out on the screen right now. But yeah, I'm playing East. I'm playing the PC Engine / TurboGrafx CD version. Excellent soundtrack. Pretty faithful reproduction of the PC 88 original. I'm pretty excited. To get into that. I will play Legend of Heroes, the first one, the first Dragon Slayer game, at some point too. But that's all I got for tonight. So, as always, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for enjoying my streams. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like what you see. Hopefully I'll be back soon, and hope to see you then. Until that time, so long, everybody. Bye-bye.